Merry Christmas! Today's excuse in the 12 excuses of Christmas is this isn't working for me. I can't do this. I'm not going as fast as her. I'm not as good as her. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I should just quit. It's just not working. And if you feel like that, I have good news. The truth is, you don't need a magic formula or some hidden secret in order to find success with this. It's actually very simple. Big belief plus big activity always equals big results. And so if you feel like it's not working for you, you're not growing your team like you want, you're not reaching those goals that you want, you're not progressing like you want, then it's probably your belief, your activity, or both. So first, let's dive into activity. Your activity needs to be two things. It needs to be the right kind of activity, and it needs to be enough activity. So what do I mean by the right kind of activity? You want to do the things that are going to move your business forward. You want to do the things that are going to produce results. You want to do income producing activity. It's easy for us to sometimes feel like we're working when really we're just scrolling Facebook and liking people's posts. It's easy to feel like we're working when we open up our phone and we're ready, but instead of sending that message or following up with that friend or posting that status, we end up scrolling and we end up looking at our grandma's, cousin's, mom's, Sunday school teacher's trip to Disney or new dog. So what you want to do is examine what you are doing. Are you doing the things that are going to work? Are you emulating those people that are reaching results? Success leaves clues. Are you posting? Are you reaching out? Are you following up? Are you sending, sharing, inviting? Are you plugging into the systems and resources and doing the right kind of activity? If not, that's a very simple fix. Just start doing it. So you want to do the right kind of activity, and you also want to do the right amount of activity. If you were to go into a job and clock in, you could work really hard and do all of the right things, but if you only go to work one day a week, you're probably not going to be super thrilled with your paycheck. Your boss is probably not going to be super thrilled with the amount of time you're working. So maybe you're doing the right things. When you post, it's exceptional. When you reach out, it's genuine and authentic, but maybe you're just not doing it enough. Maybe you're just not being consistent enough. And that's a simple fix as well. You can look at your schedule and you can pick times to dig into this. You can challenge yourself to a 90-day stretch where you say, I am doing the work and I am showing up regardless of how I feel, because you can control that activity. So big belief plus big activity always equals big results. So make sure you're doing the right amount of activity and the right kind of activity. So now let's take a look at belief. Belief is something that has completely changed my life. I used to feel like thoughts just happened to me. Like a thought comes into your head and you can't control that. But what I learned is that we actually get to control what we think. So sometimes we look at it and we say, ugh, it's just not working for me. I'm not going as fast as her. Well, if that's what we focus on, then it's not going to work and we're not going to go as fast. But what we can instead focus on is our why. And we can be so thankful that this opportunity is the vehicle that will make our dreams come true. And we can focus on the fact that the average diamond ambassador makes over $30,000 a month, which means they would have to have a job paying $20 an hour and it would still take them 400 hours a week to make that same amount of money, and there's only 168 hours in a week. We can focus on the fact that everyone's timeline is different, but we know where we're heading, and this works. It's easy for us sometimes to look at other people and feel like it's easy for them, or feel like we don't have the right personality, or we're not as good as them. But instead, if I focus on the fact that I don't have to be like them, I can learn from them, and their success can encourage me, but at the end of the day, there are people out there that don't need them. They need me. They need you. They need you to show up in your full potential. They need your story. They need your vulnerability. They need your truth. They just need you to be you. And you can add value and you can do this. And when we realize that if we wake up every day and we say, ugh, it's just not working for me, that lack of belief is going to fuel lack of activity, which is going to fuel low results. But if we change our mindset and we make that belief big and we say, this works, I can learn how to do the right activity, I can increase my amount of activity, I'm so thankful that she found success, so I can learn how to find success too. If we shift it from this isn't working for me to this is going to work for me, how can I make this work for me? I am so glad I am on this journey. Then that is going to fuel your belief, and big belief leads to big activity, which will always lead to big results. So if you don't feel like this is working for you, increase your belief, increase your activity, and know that this is working. This can work and this will work. It's not for the few, it is for the plenty, and it can work for you.